manage the training of all other functions, who will train the PM members with all of the new processes?
I think it all boils down to all team leaders, because they are primarily the ones instructing how the processes should go. They should have a deep understanding of what that will do, and it all starts from the beginning.
Alright. Okay, next question. Same from the plenary order. Okay. When will you do job analysis for the, because you mentioned a while ago that you want job descriptions to be very specific. So when will you do job analysis for all positions in the LC in order to produce these JDs? Given that job analysis is essential in the production of JDs, etc.
As soon as possible. Because right now we're collecting data from each function, like member involvement is collecting data. AIESEC development is continuing collecting data for the closing processes. Performance management will be able to create a report on what happened. And as soon as we get that data, we will be able to analyze each job and to create the ideal job description for each function.
Alright. There's a question. How do you propose to increase member attendance in your learning sessions where in fact, right now, medyo mahirap magatang?
I think it's setting the expectations straight.
Don't you do that right now as your function? Don't you do that right now? Don't you do that right now? The learning sessions are part of your function.
Yes, it's part of it. One critique that I have right now is that we need to promote them more. We need to get it out there, and we need to set the right expectations. You say about, I didn't touch upon MMRP, is that MMRP is supposed to be an avenue for people to go to events, non-X events. I think we should be able to start from there, and we should package these events so that each and every member sees the value in it. When that person sees the value in it, he or she will be able to attend more because I'm getting something. I should go because I'm getting something. And remember that AIESEC is a learning platform. We should be able to provide that learning to each and every member.
From the plenary. How are you going to address the balancing act of AIESEC's fun culture versus AIESEC's work culture?
That's why I created a member involvement structure. I devoted one sub-function to be able to analyze the culture. Because we need to balance, of course, we need to balance the work culture and the fun culture. But we have to set, everything has to be set through expectation. Because if we do not have the right mindset that we have to work, but also at the same time that we need to have fun eventually. Because if we're not enjoying, then why are we still here?
What's your follow-through strategy? After setting expectations, what's your follow-through strategy?
I think it's through creation of sessions and with the creation of member involvement strategies such as TBS, the team-building seminars and ultimate bonding experiences, that we are able to foster that fun culture. But also, we have to implement the performance appraisal, we have to, the process, to be able to say that, hey, we're just not fun here. We also have to work.
Do you see exchange playing a role at PNP and PLP? And if yes, how do you integrate this in each of the programs?
I think I mentioned it a while ago that we are not tapping the EP integration program. It's either
I mean, the members who are in the team member program and the members who are in the team leader program, what role do you see exchange playing in each of these programs?
They can go on exchange if they want to. But we have to create that culture that I'm an AIESECer, I want to experience that product. That's why I should that's why I should go on exchange. It's a learning experience also, so we must foster that culture of learning. And I believe that it works either way. Because if I'm a member, I can go on exchange. But if I'm a person who has gone on exchange, we must offer them the chance to go under the other program.
Yeah, but I mean, how do you integrate it? For example, what's the value of exchange to someone in the team member program? What's the value of exchange to someone in the PLP?
It's ultimately boils down to a learning experience.
For both?
For both.
So it's the same value proposition for both.
Sorry.
So, for the plenary information, kasi ito, we all know na may different plans, diba? But it boils down to if you, as a person, can confidently deliver your plan. So, I'm going to ask you to rate yourself from, given the criteria, for what a VPTM should be like. So I'm going to give you three. Number one, in terms of technical knowledge, read technical background, knowledge of TM, what you know of TM. Read yourself more to justify. Second would be effective communication, like being a figurehead and communicating to your members outside the members. And lastly, technical knowledge and effective communication.
For technical knowledge, I wasn't able to show it because I think it wasn't necessary to show my experience.
And then
I believe I give myself a 4 because I have the experience. I have been in all of the sub-functions except pipeline management. So I'm able to learn from my superiors about the technical knowledge and the HR background, people development, so I'm able to learn from them in terms of technical knowledge. For being a figurehead, I grade myself as a 5 because I see myself as a very influential person. I'm very easy to talk to, and I'm a very social person. So that is something that works to my advantage.
What is your marketing mix strategy for the TMP program, given the general recruitment for next
The
7?
general or the
General.
I think in general.
Yes.
Sorry. Actually, it's all up to the talent plan. If you're saying the place, product, well, of course we all know that the product is the TMP. But in terms of place and placement, we should be able to strategize according to the people who we need to be able to tap the large markets, such as also, for example, the College of Social Science and Philosophy, because sometimes we need side majors, and it will be beneficial to them. Lalo na they're not going to med.
How much will be our re-app fee?
Re-app fee? I haven't thought of that, but it's also a consideration.
Follow.
So imagine disciplinary, parang potential new membership. So sell to us the TMP and emphasize on the unique selling proposition of our product in comparison to the organizations in the industry. So imagine mo, binibenta mo kami ng TMP. How will you
So basically, what is TMP and how does it differentiate? How is it different from the other leadership opportunities that is provided to us by other organizations? I believe that the TMP and TLP, the main factor, the main uniqueness of this program is that we provide a global network. Is that for you to learn more and for you to be able to become a leader competently, you should think of it in a global aspect. Because you're not just a competent leader here locally in the Philippines, but you should be a global leader. And here's one thing, because there are different realities for different countries all over the world. So if you get that diversity from each culture, you will be able to adopt to each and formulate your own strategies for each.
A follow-up question. So you're emphasizing the global network, but given that, so for in this whole LC, only 1 to 2 people have actually gone to international conferences, and usually only the same people also interact with the trainees. Then how can you ensure that these new members will be able to access that global learning environment that you're promising?
I think it's proper communication that we have these avenues for them to learn. Is that sometimes we're not informed that, for example, there's an APXLDS or an ASPF. We need to provide these opportunities. We need to be able to communicate to the members. And it starts with internal communications, which will be handled by member involved.
It's basically a basis class. TM's goal is actually aligning organizational goals and personal goals. And I wanted to assess how effective TM was this year and actually deliver. Plus, having said your assessment or assessment of its current performance actually hit the goals of the LC, where they want to take it. Specifically, how will TM synergize with AIESEC and OEMs? Yeah.
Actually, a quick assessment, because I don't have much time. We're getting there. We have established a lot of programs, we have established a lot of processes that will enable us to ensure the quality experience of each member. And we have gone through the PGS, the personal goal setting, answer this briefly. Personal goal setting with the person. And how is it, we have put a question there, and how is it aligned to the goals of the LC? And what do you think you can further develop, given that these LC goals are like this? So, what's the second question, sorry?
Okay, let's add question. How will PM synergize with GCDP?
GCDP, GIP. Actually, I mentioned it a while ago. We would like to hone that culture that if you're a TMP and TLP, if you want to further your learning in the organization, then a good opportunity for you is going on exchange. And another thing is that once you're an exchange participant, coming home from the Philippines, coming home to the Philippines, we will provide you also with a training and debriefing on how things will go.
Thank you, Chino.